Hello and a very good afternoon. You're with Lunchtime News. I am Dasani Athad for News First, and let's start off with a look at your headlines. Basil Rajapaksa arrested. MP Namal Rajapaksa released on bail. Protest staged by Sri Lankans in Daman receives attention of the diplomats. Warning issued regarding an infectious eye disease. 3 police officers shot dead in Louisiana shooting. Now in local news, former Minister of Economic Development Basil Rajapaksa was arrested once again by the Police Financial Crimes Investigations Division. Basil Rajapaksa was summoned before the police FCID today to inquire into the purchasing of plastic pipes using Divinagama funds. Basil Rajapaksa is to be produced before courts today. Also in local news, parliamentarian Namal Rajapaksa was granted bail by the Colombo Fort Magistrate Court a short while ago. Namal Rajapaksa was arrested in connection to the misappropriation of 70 million rupees. He was released on a cash bail of 50,000 rupees and 3 sureties of 500,000 rupees each.
The Thomases of Tellipalai, who lack the basic human need of shelter. Chinadasa from Wilgamwa, who suffers from kidney disease, a morbid gift from the water he drank. Dayawati from Mirisale, who depends on rainwater to quench her thirst. Shriyani from Rupaha, who traverses mountains to find food. Is this the standard of living we expect for our fellow countrymen?
The Gammadda 100-day initiative. With the people, for the people.
We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone.
Also in local news, Sri Lanka's ambassador to Saudi Arabia, Azmit Hassin, says that an officer will be dispatched today to inquire into the issue faced by a group of Sri Lankans who have been staging a protest in Al-Khobar, Dammam.
A few days earlier, Newsfirst revealed the plight of a group of Sri Lankans who have been engaging in a protest opposite an industrial zone in the city of Al-Khobar in Saudi Arabia after being denied 8 months of pay. We revealed that the Sri Lankans are facing dire hardships due to a lack of food and water. Following the Newsfirst revelation, the Sri Lankan ambassador to Saudi Arabia noted that an official would be dispatched today to look into their issues.
We have identified the company in question and we engaged in discussions with them. We have begun the 400-kilometer-long journey to meet with these officials in person. We were able to do this because we were made aware of this issue and we received their contact details. Give us one more day. The individual that has been dispatched to engage in discussions is a labor rights specialist.
3 individuals died following an accident that occurred in the Thalpe Habraduva area in Gaul.
The accident occurred at around 10:30 last night when a 3-wheeler travelling from Mathura towards Gaul and a private bus en route from Colombo to Mathura collided. The deceased were the 3 individuals who were travelling in the 3-wheeler. The victims were aged 26, 25 and 23 and were residents of the Busa area in Gaul. The injured were admitted to the Karapitiya hospital for treatment.
Now on to a headline-making story. Health officials have issued warnings to the general public about the spread of an infectious eye disease. Secretary to the Sri Lanka Optometric Association, Dr. Dilrani Aryaratne, says that the disease is being spread through a virus. She noted that the symptoms of this eye infection includes redness in the eyes, eye irritation, swelling of the eyes and tearing. She further requested that if one shows signs of having contracted the said infection, to seek for medical advice and receive treatment thereafter. According to Dr. Dilrani Aryaratne, those who have contracted the virus can cleanse their eyes with cold water in order to mitigate the spread of the virus. Tearing followed by blood flow is a common side effect suffered by those infected by the eye disease, according to Dr. Dilrani Aryaratne. She notes that if such symptoms appear, patients should seek for immediate treatment. General Secretary of the Janata Vimukti Peramuna, Tilvin Silva, addressed a seminar in Bibila yesterday. The seminar is being organised as part of a series of seminars being held by the JVP.
Government statistics show that 40,000 rupees is needed for a family of 4 to survive. Therefore, a sum of 1,400 rupees is needed for a day. Out of all of you, who earns 1,400 rupees a day? There is no one here. They say that 42% of the country's population survives with less than $2 a day. It means that half of the country's population survive with less than 300 rupees per day. The requirement per day is 1,400 rupees, but the money earned per day stands at 300. Then what happens to the ones in extreme poverty? Who are these people? They are the farmers, they are the state labourers, and the brothers and sisters who work at garment factories. Everyone is part of this. The fishermen at sea. The ones who play a role in the country's economy are the ones who are part of agriculture, production, and the sisters who face many challenges working in the Middle East. The richest 10% of the country control 38% of the country's wealth.
UPFA parliamentarian Bandula Gunawardena attended a function held in Homagama recently.
They introduced control prices on 16 essential items recently. How are they going to implement this? Based on several factors, the government cannot control the price of goods. In an open market economy, this is not legally possible. The chicken that is there in the shops for 390 rupees is being sold at 410 rupees. The green gram that is there for a lower price is being sold at the control price, which is higher. Only 3 or 4 goods such as dry fish and sprats have benefited from the control price. All other items were in the market at a lower price than the imposed control price.
Now on to an interesting story. And welcome guest entered a home located in the Hinguragad area yesterday. Who was this unwelcome guest? A crocodile that calls the Yodavavar his home.
Say that due to the scarcity of food, crocodiles have begun approaching human settlements and even hunt down dogs and other smaller animals. This crocodile, which is over 5 feet in length, was spotted last night. It was restrained by area residents and was later taken away by wildlife officials.
And that's a wrap of lunchtime news. For the News First team, I'm Dasnya Thalda. Catch us back at 1:55 for more of the very latest. Good afternoon.